I'm Debbie Stone, your mayor of Upland. I'm here with Rosemary Hoerning, our city manager, this morning, and we just wanted to reach out to the community and give you a little bit of an update on the COVID-19. So, good morning, Rosemary. Maybe you can update us on the declarations, on what's going on with the county, and where we stand with the president's messages.
Okay, very well, Mayor Stone. As Mayor Stone indicated, and most people are probably aware, the President of the United States declared a national emergency. Our Governor, Gavin Newsom, has also declared a local emergency in the state of California. Our county has issued a local emergency. And last Friday, the City Council had a special meeting where they adopted a local emergency ordinance as well. That just helps to start tracking all our funds and making sure that we're all coordinated between the county and the local cities here within our county, making sure that our response to this pandemic is unified. One of the things that you might be concerned about is that the city of Upland had closed their offices to the public earlier this week. While we did close the offices, we have all of our employees here in the city that are providing essential services to our community. So if you need some assistance, please call the appropriate department. If you need law enforcement, it would still be the main line, or if it's Public Works, if you need something from our Public Works department, you can contact them directly or email them. The phone numbers and the email addresses will be provided later in this program for your convenience. But we just want to assure you that even though our doors are closed, we're actively working on providing services to our community. We're coordinating daily with San Bernardino County and the health department on new information that's coming out, making sure that we daylight that to our public. On our city website, we have a page dedicated specifically to the coronavirus, where you can get helpful information in terms of, answering some of the questions that you might have or the resources that would be available. I think what's really important at this time with this particular virus is there are vulnerable populations within our communities, and those tend to be people who are elderly, over the age of 65, or have some sort of underlying medical condition. If you fall within one of those categories, we strongly encourage you to stay home if possible, or at least everybody, for that matter, should have that social distancing practices. And a lot of orders have come out from San Bernardino County Public Health concerning restaurants within our community and commercial areas where they're asking that we do not have social gatherings.
Right.
And that we don't open the restaurants to seating unless we can have that social distancing opportunity, just providing takeout food, things of that nature. And I don't know, maybe you want to talk, Mayor Stone, a little bit about the businesses in town?
Absolutely. One thing that's really important at this time is to support our local businesses. A lot of them, the smaller ones especially, are having a rough time. It's changed the way we've lived our daily lives. And just know that these businesses are there to help and support you in any way that they can. We just have to understand that life as we knew it 3 weeks ago is much different now. But if we can use the social distancing, and if we can respect the guidelines and the rules that have been placed upon us, we'll get through this much faster than we would if we didn't do that. So I hope that all of you, as Rosemary mentioned, there will be plenty of ways to get a hold of any of our staff. Just know that our staff in all works of the city are working very hard for you. And they're there to support you, and they're there to answer any questions that they have. We just need to be a little patient and make sure that if you have to call and leave a message, that they'll get back to you as promptly as they can.
Yep. We have an excellent police force. They've developed a plan on how they're going to respond to the community. Public Works has a plan. So they're ready. They're engaging that right now. They're implementing it. So the community shouldn't worry. I mean, one of the things that we've seen lately is people are panicking. They're going to the markets and they're buying food and they're buying supplies in extraordinary amounts. And there really isn't a shortage of food or a shortage of water. We just need to, go about our daily lives like we normally would do rather than run in and buy everything that we can possibly see in a market.
Agreed.
The Inland Empire, I was told the other day, we're one of the areas that has the largest warehousing in the state of California, and we have a lot of resources that are available to us. So, please don't think that you have to go to the store. I know we all move into like a protective mode with our families, but if we all work together and we don't panic in terms of what our needs are, everybody will have everything they need.
Awesome. That is so true. As the big key here is do not panic. We will be able to get through this. We'll be able to get our food and our groceries. The grocery stores are doing a tremendous job. They're working very hard to get the shelves stocked as quickly as possible. But we need to do our due diligence also and support them. And the main thing here is be kind. Be kind to one another. We're in a situation right now where a lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are on edge. We need to remember our children. Remember the fact that you parents that are home with your kids because there's no school, they sense your tension. And it's very, very important that we remember that. And we support the people that are working very hard for us in the community. One thing, Rosemary, I did want to bring up is I want to assure the public about our water and the fact that it's okay to drink our water that comes out of the faucet, and make sure that they understand that if they can't get the bottled water, we're still okay.
Oh, absolutely. The city tests that water daily. We make sure that it meets all the drinking water standard requirements. Our water system hasn't been compromised in any way. People should feel very comfortable using and drinking our water that we provide to you as a city. So again, while bottled water might be nice to have on hand, it's not necessary for this event. It's not an earthquake. It's a pandemic. I do want to also mention to the public that we probably will, right now we have 5 cases within the county, but it's anticipated that the number of cases will increase. And the reason for that is because we're getting more access to testing. And so it's not that all of a sudden we've gotten a surge, it's just we have more testing capabilities. So you'll see those cases increase. Again, that's expected before we actually see a downturn. Again, it doesn't mean that it's getting worse. It just means that there's more information available to us and to the healthcare providers within our county. Again, I think that the other thing is that they're not giving specific information about those cases, where they are, or personal information about the people who are affected outside of maybe just the age, and if they had any pre-existing conditions that may have further enhanced the impact on those cases. But again, that's because we all need to walk around and we need to conduct ourselves in a manner that we're taking these social distancing advisements seriously. We don't want a false sense of security. So again, I would recommend that you and your family, take on those best hygiene practices. Wash your hands frequently. Make sure that you keep separation between the people that you're working with. And we'll all get through this, as Mayor Stone indicated earlier. Together, we're very strong.
Right, yep. We are, and together we can do a great job and protect our community. I just want to say that be sure to go on the city website. We have a lot of messages going out. We have a lot of information that's being posted. Pretty much like every 5 to 10 minutes, we're getting new information. So if you just stay connected to that website, you will get that information. And know from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank our staff throughout the city because they're working very, very hard to make sure everything stays on kilter, that we stay on that straight line and doing their due diligence to make sure that we're providing that distance that we need to provide. This doesn't affect just the city, it affects every business, every aspect of our life. And don't forget about our seniors. You know, if you have a senior that lives around you, maybe just knock on the door and talk through the door, slip them a note, let them know that you're thinking about them. A lot of times they are going to feel like they're being shut in and locked in, and we don't want to make them feel like they're isolated, but we want to protect them and we want them to protect themselves. But if they need something, maybe a phone call, you could run to the grocery store when you're going, you could pick it up, set it on their porch, and walk away and get it for them. Um, you know, I understand all of our events have been canceled, like at the Senior Citizen Center, you know, but this is just a temporary situation. We will resume.
Mhm.
We will come back stronger than we ever were before. And from the bottom of my heart, I want you guys to all know I wish you the best. If there's anything any of us can do, you can reach out to us through email. As Rosemary stated before, the email addresses will be listed at the end of this presentation, and or you can reach us by phone. We are doing our utmost best to keep you all safe and protected. And again, if you need anything, please let us know.
Again, that is the goal. The goal is to protect our citizens and to protect our employees so that we continue to provide the services that you need here in the city of Upland. So thank you
Absolutely.
very much.
And thank you, Rosemary, for being here with us today. And again, like I said, at the end of this segment, we will post all of the websites, email addresses, phone numbers that you will need to get in contact us with. Please be safe. Take care of yourself and your families. That's what's number one right now. Thank you.